Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you all on an editing session. If you're anything like me, editing is one of the best parts of this process of creating photos. It's in the stage you finalize colors, texture, framing, light, everything. I strongly believe 9 times out of 10 you can turn an okay photo into gold if you know how to edit. So let's get started. During my editing session, I filmed this using half of my computer screen. Bear with me, my screen was broken at the time and I didn't have AppleCare, so it was just all bad, real bad. But I ended up getting a new computer and I vlogged the whole experience, so hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when that video drops. Some might think editing starts when you have all your footage and photos and you start chopping it up. For me, no. I believe part of editing is good planning. Before the shoot, I went on Pinterest to get some inspiration. So going into the editing process, I would glance at the photos I saved on my board to see if the vibes fit with what I was looking for. Let's start with this photo. First, I decided to crop it to my liking. When I crop it, it helps me make better creative decisions. I'm able to focus on the subject and not all that busy distractions that I thought didn't flower the photo. So I press this crop button right here and crop to center and do my thing. Then I quickly straighten the photo to my liking. Then I choose to work on the colors next. I'm obsessed with this sage green vibe, so I achieve this look by toggling left or right the greens in the photo until I get my desired color. I'm not a huge fan of yellow in my photos, so I tend to desaturate or just take out unnecessary yellow tones in my pictures. Next, I work on dark lights, shadows, and highlights. Shadows you can find on the left side of my face or creases in my jumpsuit, while dark is the general darkness of the photo. Highlights you can see are in the backdrop or T-zone of my face. Light is the general light that is in the photo. I take a quick peek at before and after and keep it moving. Next, I work on the white balance. I actually recommend doing this earlier, it just makes the coloring process easier, but either way works. For me, balancing helps me see the natural tones of the photo. It helps me find the truest whites, blacks, yellows, pinks, and greens of the photo. Once I finish white balancing, I go back and adjust exposure, meaning the lights and darks of the photo. Next, I work on sharpening. I drag the sharpening box to my eye. I find that eyes are a good choice to base my focus on photos. First, I toggle the amount of sharpening, then to avoid grain, I raise the radius/size of the grain. Then I bring in some detail. I don't go too crazy with sharpening because it can get grainy real quick, but I do just enough to make the photos crystal clear. Then I work on skin tone. My goal with skin tone is to find the most flattering way the light bounces off the face, and of course keeping it natural while matching the overall tones of the photo. Next, I make my whites whiter by taking out all the blues and pinks and purples in the photo. The red affects the skin tone, so I choose carefully on how I want either to desaturate or brighten the reds by using luminance. And then I'm taking another quick peek at the before and after because I'm just so curious and I'm liking what I see. Lastly, I go back and do any adjustments similar to what I did earlier. I see new areas of improvement every time I make an adjustment to a photo, so my editing is a very layered process. Double checking if I want it to be super bright, but I think I like it not too dark, not too light, just chilling, you know? I think this transformation looks good. What do y'all think? Once I'm comfortable with the template I created, I copy the settings and paste it to the next photo. However, my process doesn't stop there. As I said, I'm always adding new layers and toggling as I go. My process is pretty fluid. There are many ways to edit. For me, every photo is different and requires different edits, so this video is just how I did it for this particular session and gives you an idea of the steps I took to get this look. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe you learned something, maybe you just had some fun watching me edit. Either way, I'm happy you're here and I'll see you next time. Bye.